Okay, hello guys, Merry Christmas. Today I'm going to be playing some PTFS Pilot Training Flight Simulator, but with modern military aircraft. Hopefully I don't fall. So for this demonstration, I'm going to be teaching you how to use the F-35 properly, because it's a really powerful vehicle if you know how to use it. So first things first, put up your flaps, it's optional. Now, this one does not have hooks, however, it is really easy to actually fly. So first things first, you want to begin your acceleration here, and then as you're going, put up your engine, and then look at that. Now that you're now that your other engine is up, you can put it back to using F, and you're going normal speed now, and that's really quick takeoff. The landing is completely vertical as well, and I'll actually demonstrate it by going to Greater Rockford. So let's go there right now. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to be using advanced. So this thing, you could leave it at 100% throttle for a lot of the time, unless fuel's an issue. This thing can go really fast, but I'll give you like a little rule of thumb, because this thing's so easy to land if you know what you're doing. Like, if you know what you're doing, it's so easy to land. See right here, if I wanted to, I could easily intercept that. Oh wait, is that copy? Is that what I think it is? So, is that really Air Force One is what I'm asking. So currently cruising. So yeah, that is Air Force One. So we're gonna be, currently we need to go up to cruise. So I actually wanted to show you how I would do an interception. So definitely slow down. So you definitely want to like slow down the plane, because that would really help. But I would also say get above 1,000 feet so that you could cruise, and then like just spam cruise. Also use your flares if you want. That's totally fine. Currently just continuing to kind of cruise over. Okay, now I'm just gonna go straight up, and I'm now cruising. So that's just a little tip. So anyways, what I was saying is we're gonna continue over to Greater Rockford. So you'll notice the controls are a bit different. R will not hold your altitude, N will, and M is for cruise. That's pretty much it. So N to hold altitude, not R. R to actually increase the velocity, like the vertical throttle. Sorry. So the vertical throttle, R and F. You can always check controls if you want. So currently I see land, so what I'm gonna be doing is that I'm gonna press P to turn on full reverse throttle. This is really useful when actually, trying to land this for a couple of reasons. You'll notice we're now starting to slow down. Airbase Gary is over here. We're not gonna land at Airbase Gary just because I guess we could do this, just a little touchdown, but this is really steep for sure. And yeah, okay, so right here, just a little touchdown. So take down the landing gear, put back the flaps. Flaps are not necessary. Okay, right here, that's some buildings, but not a big deal. You'll see now that we're like below 500, the altitude's not a big problem. You could actually not even have to go over the runway, but if you really want to, you could technically land here and like say, oh, I really want to land here for some reason. I want to do like a little nice landing. I wouldn't exactly say that you need it, but here's what you will do. You will increase vertical to 50%, turn on. Okay, so once you get 10 knots backwards, you just completely shut this thing off. Deploy your landing gear and just hold F, and now you'll notice you'll just hit the ground and you'll be totally fine. So this thing allows you to do a completely vertical landing. Super cool. And more importantly, you don't have to worry about touching down. You could just really anywhere in the air, you could just completely lose speed and kind of still stay up thanks to that vertical throttle. Okay, right here I'm actually gonna go full off. So right here, yeah. Okay, yeah. So you'll notice right here, I'm really just doing this. So I'm gonna turn on reverse throttle and get some fuel, and then I'll show you just how easy it is to take off. So you literally just go R, okay, and then full throttle. You could take off F once you're in the air, and you're fine. This plane is honestly awesome, and there's no worries about really anything happening to you. You'll be completely fine while flying this plane, so there's not really many worries, I would say. Let's actually go to USS, not USS. So what I will say, it could be you could take some time to get used to this, but generally speaking, flying the F-35B, it's not a huge deal. Like, I would say, once you see where you're gonna land, press P immediately. Like you could be full throttle. Once you see where you're gonna land, just press P. You'll still be going really fast, but you'll start slowing down. In this case, I don't see USS yet. USS yet. I will be anticipating it. So you'll see max speed 10,067 knots is more than you'll ever need. So yeah, okay, I saw it. So right here we're gonna overpass it by like a lot, and that's fine. We could just turn around. And in fact, maybe to slow it down, we could do a little touchdown. That works. Just a little touchdown. Really, once you get to 200 knots, it's a piece of cake to land this thing. You just slow down. And right here, look, we're gonna go super quickly, and we're just gonna turn around, because really there's no worries about anything happening to us. Right now we're at 500 knots, we're completely fine. Decreasing to what, 450. Okay, now probably increase this to like 40% now is what I would say. Do not touch the ground though. Okay, we're at 300 knots now, 200 knots, so now we're starting to, you know, really decrease this thing. Probably just turn this whole thing around now, and maybe do something like that. So now you're just going regular speed. Don't go full reverse throttle. Here it is. Alright. And we're just slowing down. 20, 10 knots, and 0 knots. So now we could just deploy our landing gear. And we're like kind of hovering over. But you'll notice, thanks to our vertical landing, we're fine. And we're on the ground now. So that is as far as the F-35B goes. Thankfully, we still have a lot more, because we also have other planes. So I'll go on to the F-22 and then the FA-18. So for F-22, I'll just go Chrome. Unfortunately, both of these do require some money, so there is that. Okay, just full throttle right off the bat and you'll be fine. With this one, F-22 Raptor goes fast enough that you could just, yeah, full throttle and you're off the ground. Unfortunately, it's not so easy. It's just, oh, press P and then it doesn't matter where you land, you'll be fine. With F-22 Raptor, you really need to like look out for that. So we're gonna go to Greater Rockford. I would say that's the right call. F-22, I guess we could look at max speed. this one you do have to land properly, so it's not one of those cheesy things. Okay, but it's not one of those cheesy things that you could just land like super easily. You do have to. Okay, so here you might want to start slowing down the raptor just a bit, because you don't, because now you see land. I have my graphics quality set up to 2, so maybe that'll help. It's just for performance. So if you see land, then maybe you want to press B. In this case, I think I'll just decrease it to 50% throttle and I'll be fine. And I really will be fine. It'll decrease to like 400 something knots. Maybe 300, I'm not sure. Okay, 385 knots is fine. Yeah, 385 knots is fine. Here we have a little, what is Airbase Gary? You don't have to land here, but I think, no, I will not land here. So just to like actually get to Greater Rockford, we're gonna have to take a right here and then turn it left, I think it is, if I remember this correctly. Yeah, that's the runway. Okay, decrease it now. Trust me, reverse throttle, it's not really roleplay friendly, but on these fighter jets, they're your biggest friend because you're gonna be going really fast. And look at that, we're back. So we're gonna be now trying out F-15 Strike Eagle. No. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try out. So the F-15 and F-22 work in like very similar ways. So what I really want to try out, show you guys how to use, because you might not know, is generally speaking, it's these ones here that they're like a bit special or whatever. Specifically, this one works. So let's just do gray, because yeah. So you could just turn this on, put up some flaps if you want. Here's how it works. You want to kind of taxi here. You see this thing? There's a bunch of them. There's some over here. There's one behind me, I think. And it's pretty hard to see here in the dark, but there's these little like hook lines, right? You want to just kind of taxi on them. Once you kind of get on them, just go full off. And now you want to kind of like right click and notice where does the line start. I don't want to go too in there, but I think I could just, so reverse throttle, you want to be just a bit before the line starts. Don't want to go too much. Okay, that's good. That is good. Now you could undo P. Here's what you're gonna do. Here you're gonna see Q and L. Press Q and you'll notice this thing will push you into place. You can now go full throttle, start accelerating, and then press L and you'll take off incredibly quickly. It'll just launch you pretty much. And that's really useful for sure. That's actually incredibly useful. So you're gonna see I'm just gonna go around here. I'm not doing anything like super interesting, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to show you guys basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to show you guys just a landing, because this thing also has a special landing. So we're gonna turn around here. We're gonna maybe decrease the speed just a bit, you know, maybe the landing speed, you know. So we're gonna go here, deploy the gear. We're gonna go here, land it like normal. And I guess here press Q, and you want to kind of like land right, okay, don't go to, but right here works. And look at that. And now you're on the ground. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter. Okay, well it does matter now, but basically when you land, it really doesn't matter how fast you land. Well, obviously slower is better, but you kind of want to land with the, you don't see it, but whenever you press Q, something will go down. And you kind of want to land with this in line. That's it. It's not super complicated, and if you land like that, it'll slow you down basically instantly. But in the event that like for some reason, I don't know, right? Maybe, oh shoot, I should really need to go up. In the event that for whatever reason, I have no idea why, but for some reason if you don't have one of those planes and you still want to land, you should know how to do it with F-35B. But what if I have a Strike Eagle, or because I just want to try out the F-15 for you guys. So the takeoff's not too complicated. You could just full throttle and you have enough space, since when you fall off, you should just be able to, yeah, you'll see. But what if you don't have the little, we're in advanced. What if you don't have like Q, right? This thing, you notice it doesn't have the Q and the L in the hook launch, right? So I just showed you how to take off there. But how would you do a hook launch? Well, so first of all, you're gonna have to, if you want to land this thing, you're gonna have to go at like a good speed, right? You're gonna have to come up here, and you're gonna have to press P right before you land, and press 100% throttle, and you better hope that that's enough. In this case, it will not be, so we'll have to abort that. Or maybe it was. I don't know. But if you do it right, and you just go 100% reverse throttle, in this case, I guess it's clearly not working. Right there, just go around. You'll be like fine, I would say. He is really useful. You'll be fine as long as you slow down fast enough. And of course, the Strike Eagle can land like anything else. You should know how to land it. I will say, landing quickly, you need to press P ahead of time. So, what I will say is, why, you may be thinking, out of all of these, which one's the easiest to like fly? For sure, F-35B. Why? Look at how, so whenever you go here, you just turn on the engine, you just full R all the way, and on full throttle, you could just take off R now. Look at how little space you need to take off. You can take off basically anywhere, at any time, and be completely fine. Really, it's so easy to just take off, right? And to land, it's actually even easier. Let me demonstrate. Let me actually demonstrate. So you'll notice here, there's the runway. How much space are we gonna need to land on the runway? Okay, let's test it out. Hopefully, you guys want to, hold up. Oh yeah, these people are talking about 9/11, but it is technically against TOS, and you don't want to get banned, like I'm guessing. So right here, we're gonna start stalling soon, I think. But okay, we're fine. Let's see just how little space could we land here even. Could we even land? Look at the runway. Okay, just full reverse throttle now. Full reverse throttle. I just put this thing to what? Okay, there we go. This completely works. So now, you see this is going up, right? So now we could just, nope. Put the gear down. Okay. And look at that. Look at how little space we needed to land. You can just take it off, and now you can start throttling. And that's probably why F-35B is definitely one of my favorite planes to fly. It doesn't take too much time to get used to, but it's completely different. It does not have a co-pilot, which is a downside. But if you're completely fine with those trade-offs, this thing is perfect for you. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was longer than I hoped, but it really will just like explain how to kind of fly fighter jets. I would not recommend flying advanced unless you have to like really make a sharp turn for whatever reason. And if you're flying these fighter jets, the number one thing to kind of realize is that these things can go insanely fast. Each one is kind of unique, but one thing to note is that when landing, some of them have their own unique properties, but when landing, always, and I mean always, slow down with reverse throttle, because you'll be going too fast, right? And that's fine. Just use reverse throttle to slow down. You definitely could just land using the inertia you still have. And then this isn't even fair. Look at this. Come on. What is this? What is this? You're telling me this is fair? I didn't even have to like use the runway or anything. And I took off. So I guess I hope you guys enjoyed that. One final thing that I kind of want to test it out is like this vertical, you know, vertical, whatever. Will it work? I'm guessing. Will it work over water? And maybe that'll answer some questions for you guys. I'm not exactly sure what you guys are wondering, but it's starting to look like, yeah, I think it will work over water. And oh yeah, it's working over water. And wow, that's incredibly surprising. Hope you guys enjoyed, and bye. So what if you don't? Eesh. I really want to try out to show you guys how to use, because you might not know.